Hello, hello. Let's see here. Mic test one, two. Okay, we're good. Hello. All right. Finally, we're back for like a 1 week break after doing some quality checks with our like on the back end stuff of things. Like we're on the pool. We finally have a proper showcase for you guys. Welcome to the final for the second last showcase for the Taekwondo Nationals 2025. So for the showcase today, it's just gonna be me, but we'll see. For now, it'll be me for the showcase. All right, we've already delayed for a week. Gave you guys a break, and I hope you guys are safe because there's like a million natural disasters that's happening around us right now. But we're not here for the disasters, bro. We're here for the final showcase. So let's begin. All right, let's go ahead with the first pick, Nomad 1. All right, so all right, so we have Party in the Hollywood. The Mappool is saved. We finally have Nanahira. Okay, so scale up ng last week sa Party in the Hollywood. This is now on OD7 compared to last week. It is OD, I believe, if I remember correctly, 6.5. So it's still going to be a very simple nomad, but we went for a more streamy pick for Nomad 1 this time around. Compared to like the denser patterns there from last week. This one has slightly more longer patterns and such, including the 11416 that we're gonna see later on in the map. Also, there's an increase in BPM, just up like plus 10 BPM. And there's the few 1416s that you're gonna encounter in this map. It is pretty dense, like compared to like last week, which had like more like shorter patterns with the 1416. And if I remember correctly as well from last week, it barely had any SB. It was just sitting at 1.0x for the entirety of Nomad 1. This one goes as high as 1.1x if I remember correctly, which is gonna give it some difficulty as well and some slowdowns. One of the few breaks here that I at least is gonna give you a breather. But with how nasty the streams are gonna be for Nomad 1, I think the remaining players are gonna have some trouble in some of the patterns here. But again, it's a Nomad 1. It's anyone's game as long as you have the consistency for just surviving the whole 3-minute map. Alright, so we are now nearing the last part of the map, which is the most scariest part, in my opinion. And wait till you see it. Right here, there it is. It just goes and goes and goes until the end. Oh shit. Oops. No! Alright, anyway. Alright, that's Nomad 1. Oh no, I'm gonna have to I said a bad word. Oh no. Alright, anyway, let's just move on. Let's just move on. Alright, so for Nomad 2, we have another Nanahira map. So this is a custom by Kiban111. There was a lot of testing for this map and some balancing over the course of the week or the few days. This was initially nearly 7 stars in difficulty. So some patterns have been nerfed down to I believe the maximum here is like 7 flits. Now for contrast, I mean in comparison to last week, we only increased the BPM by 10, which is now sitting at 280. OD is still the same, and it is slightly longer. Patterns are kinda nasty. Uh, what was it? Ah, right. The compared to last week, it's just plain patterns, very stamina draining. But for this week, it's the same, but with the inclusion of some SV transitions mixed in, which is just gonna. It's not really that big of a deal, but it's just there to check you. Looking over this again, the patterns are kind of slim, are kind of simpler compared to the old one. And you see that pattern there, the KKDDD. That before is a KKDDKD, which is kind of like more tiring to hit. With your finger dexterity, like you have to roll it faster. But nice monos now, so it looks simpler. So you can hit it more easily. Nothing else much to say. It's already like really fast, and with what we have cooking for next week, ooh. I'll just keep quiet for now, and let's just see next week how fast it's gonna be. There you go. So that's our first custom replay by Rosemary once again, carrying us for the replays. Thank you for an awesome SS. All right. With that out of the way, time for sadness. Nomad 3. It's no longer Nanahira. Only depression now. So we went for an increase here. The BPM, do not do not be alarmed by the BPM. It's 75, but it plays like a 150 BPM map. It's just slow. But then again, it's a Nomad 3, so it's tech. So last week, color printer, the OD was 6. Now the jump on this for Nomad 3 on finals, the OD is now 6.7, which is kind of a big jump. But what we're initially planning for grand finals is something like really high OD already. Oh, there it is. That stupid pattern. We count from four notes, 5 notes, 6 notes, 7 notes, 8 notes, and then coming back down again. I love burst tech. And added with some SV as well, which is gonna throw a lot of the remaining players off. I feel like this is an easy ban, but there are more scarier picks than this. It's holy rhythms. It feels like a 259 map. It's actually nearly a 3 minute map, but it doesn't really feel like a 3-minute map to me because the slow patterns just keep coming, man. And that that one break section, I think is the only break area section that you're gonna have to catch your breath, do whatever, get mentally ready for the for the next section. I personally did not play this map a lot for the testing, but visually it's just too too hard for me, too intimidating. But as I all say, tech players, bro. If you're built for tech, then this is for you. Oh, all right. So that's Nomad 3. Virtual space. A flat. All right. For S bet. Okay. Time for Nomad 4, which is the stream pick. So I don't know how to pronounce that name. Silent Z maybe, like May Gorinish Morazo Boy. But this is an already uploaded map by Mane, but we requested an edit for this map to fix some of the patterns, some of the SV, take a little bit longer. And compared to last week, which was just uh how long? Let me double check here. The last stream pick we had only had uh what was it, like around 160-ish BPM, and then last week was the EX map, and then we had to put uh the stream pick somewhere else. Well, other than that, though, it is a big jump. Well, not really a big jump. There were some maps that we had already planned out, but they were kind of too hard for this pool. So the BPM is now uh 210 instead of like the higher ones that we had. I'm gonna spoil one though. One of them was what was it? I don't want to say the name, like Gore something. Gore something. And then yeah, wasting my time. Yeah, the Stamina DX love map. That was the reference map that we initially had for the long stream nomad. But we kinda deemed it to be too hard, so we went a bit lower for its BPM because it's at 214. And then it's stupidly long. So I went for like slightly tamer long stream. Nothing much else to add with the remain or of what remains in this nomad. There was one long stream adjustment though. There was one area of the map, or like one section of the map, like the very start of one long stream. It had like a stupid offhand section that had to be like quickly fixed. But it's just a single note though. But it is a big deal because that's like gonna uh what was it, like an easy miss for players who are probably opting to sight read. Because most I know that the remaining players, like the most of the players that are remaining here, like really good stream players, accuracy players. But yeah, that's Nomad 4, the stream pick. We're now gonna move on to one of the more scarier nomads. Nomad 5, the EX pick. Ooh. So for finals, we now have 6 nomads. You already know what's the next one. It's gonna be the gimmick one. But let's talk about the Nomad 5 pick for now. It was supposed to be either an all-rounder, an EX pick, or a swing map. The one we found was an EX map, which is a very diff spiky, as you can see the patterns. Now with Rokucha, which had 141618 in the mix. This one is higher, yeah, slightly higher in BPM and very like longer, denser patterns. And you already seen the stupid finisher, the stupid finishers at the start. But there's a lot to take in with this map. It's very surprising at first with the ninjas, but you'll get very used to it because the patterns are pretty predictable. Okay, for if I remember from this part, it's gonna be like mostly 1/8 in the stream. One of the the densest section actually. All right, here we go. And if you're a speed player, you can treat it as like 310-ish 10 plus BPM. You just single tap it. Wait, no, you do you. All right, so that's Nomad 5. Tricksters. I love My. It's made by Zeph. All right, so we only have one Nomad left, which is the gimmick. Let's go with Nomad 6. And oh, what is this? Another Nanahira map. Okay, for this one, this is originally made for NTC, the very first one. And while looking, no one has made it to, if I remember, the final stage. The gimmicks on this map are very obnoxious, and you can see already a bit of memorization and some distractions already. I think this is where the replayer misses. Oh, not yet. Wait, no. Maybe later, like in the more. Oh, here we go. The TI flash, the 1/6, and then we're going to 1/3, and the spinner in the middle of notes. And then there's a lot more Donkama section. Okay, now here's the part where I hate it the most. You see those bar lines? You're gonna need to remember those in the middle of hitting all of those notes. There's delayed bar line section. I think yeah, that's the only hard gimmick in this map. Everything else is the usual. Yeah, this is just yellow not overlap. Alright, so that's Nomad 6. It was originally made in NTC1, made by Nosdormu, and the replayer. I think you can guess who the replayer is. They're very bad at the game. Alright, so that's everything on Nomad. We're now gonna move on to the modded picks now. Starting with Hidden One. So we have Resolver by Finby. Uh this is the rank beat map of Resolver. The original one was a custom in COEGTS, the very first one, if I remember correctly. So instead of no, not instead, including, yeah, something like including. We went for Tech HD this round. Slower, as usual, is at sitting at 123 BPM compared to like last week, which was 133 BPM. It's a whole 10 BPM decrease. There's a lot of like finger control sections for this hidden. But once you like listen to the song quite a number of times already, it becomes like natural to you. Pick the patterns. There are some sections that are very swingy though, so you gotta keep an eye out for that. Okay, my throat's getting raspy. Hold on. Let me drink. It's just gonna be like this for the next few sections. So yeah, and the SB there's not really much change as well. It's just sitting at 1.0x. Alright, hold on. Go big. Okay. Here's the key eye flash section. Not like the gimmick key eye flash, but like you can already know. A slight epilepsy warning, I guess, for any of you. All right. So that's hidden one. Map by Finn. It's just the OD is it's just 6.3 as well. I forgot to mention. But yeah. That's for hidden one. Slightly kind of unconventional now, but it is tech though, and we're at finals. So expect the worst next week if you are still in the tournament. But anyway, let's go to our hidden two. So there's okay. So we have Hoshoko Hishoshoku, song by Iyo1, the map by Rise. Compared to last week, which is a 215 BPM, the BPM for Hidden 2 this week is now at 230, and it is slightly longer compared to Nanamori last week. I believe some of the players have already seen this map because it is kind of quite known. Already, but with this map compared to last week, uh, I mean it's just the usual uh, hidden 2 pick. Very speedy. There'll be some sections that are gonna trip you up just to keep you in check. But not much else to comment here. Apart of just being fast, and it's like 3 minutes. So we're gonna be here for a while. Dude, actually, let me go off topic here. I hope you guys are safe. Like the past few days, there's like a lot of natural disasters and all that, man. I hope everyone here is safe and doing well. It's like a big intermission section, 200 plus note tick spinner. Oh yeah, with what I'm saying, just I hope you guys are safe and are doing well. This stupid flu season. Anyway, back on the slow section. I think you would consider this the break section. And then we're back with the relentless 1/4 patterns, and what the map can give. Watch out for those as well. Yeah, those are 1/3s. All right, there you go. That's hidden 2 for you. One of the more safer maps to pick at this stage. So use it as you may, or whatever they say, bro. Or anyway, with hidden out of the way, let's move on to HR. So on the Hard Rock one, we have another custom. This one's made by me. We have Flame Frost. Hi guys, how you guys? Have you guys been grinding the key? All right, so for finals, compared to the Hard Rock last week, this is more burst oriented than like snap timing, like kind of slow Hard Rock. It is slightly faster, sitting at 174 BPM compared to like last week, which was around 150 of 155 BPM. Yeah. Oh, the star rating actually, that's not 599 in the current SR rework. It's, if I remember correctly, it should be sitting at 6.1. Yeah, 6.1 exactly. That's the SR for this map. All right. So we're now gonna near the final ki. The final ki is not really a big uh what's it called? It's just very streamy, and then there's this one third 1/6 section that you're gonna have to worry about. But that's it actually. It's just very streamy at the end. And just more transitions at this point. They have to be prepared of. Long nasty 1/6 at the end. But yeah. But that's pretty much it for Hard Rock 1. The OD is 6.8 on its base, which compared to like last week, which was 6.5. So it is going to be like a lot of accuracy oriented. But yeah, with Hard Rock 1 out of the way, let's move on to our next custom, Hard Rock 2. So this map, Oyasumi Hardcore Mix, a song by Hunt and map by Florin Desu. This map has been in the backlog for ages and ages, man. This has been here ever since, even before the qualifiers and anything. It was like everything. This was one of the first custom maps that was made by Florin Desu. Oh, and I want to mention the jump in BPM is super high. The BPM for last week is only 210, with the exception of the SV reaching up until like 230 plus. This is 235 max. There are some sections as well that slow it down by just a bit, but it'll feel 235 for the 2.5 minutes that you're gonna play in this map. So be prepared. Because if you're not an HR player, this is your ban, usually. Unless you can tank the speed and the scroll speed of this map. But the only good side about this is that there's no 1/6 yet for this map, just 1/3. Around the starting section, or like around 25% of the map. 25 section, 25% section. I mean. But overall, it just doesn't. It's not gonna go any higher than 235, other than probably like finishes, I guess. But I don't think that's gonna do anything anyway. Not gonna do anything to you, I mean. Alright. So that's Hard Rock 2. Again, made by Florin. This has been in the backlog for how many months, man? Your mapping is so good. And thank you, Rosemary, again for the replay. Alright. So Hard Rock's now finished. Let's move on to probably gonna be like the most banned mod category, which is double time. Alright, so we have Doku High Swallow. This is a finger control insanity, the finger twister map, as I would call it. So a lot of the sections here will be like just checking like a lot of patterns that are gonna be offhand. A lot of it is gonna be and just ending on your uncomfortable starting head. I don't know. I can't word it right. But it's very tricky to hit. And it is also very streamy as compared to last week. Well, last week is also streamy, but this one's more how do you say it? Yeah, I don't know. It's just finger twister moment. I feel like this is an easy ban for some people, but if you are crazy and you're him, you can use this to your advantage. Some of the patterns here are how do you say it? Uh, I don't know what's the word for it. All I can say is just it's very tricky. I believe it's not even 3 minutes as well. Hold on, let me see. If I remember correctly, that's not supposed to be 3 minutes. It's supposed to be like 2 minutes for the just 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Yep, the last part. Just some overlaps. So if you're if you want to blink somewhere, then probably just don't blink at all at the very last section. Oh yeah, there's a double time again, replay by Rosemary. This one's a scary map. Okay, so either use it or lose it. All right. So with the stupid tricky DT out of the way, let's go with the more simpler DT. Is DT2. We're farming today. We have monochrome butterfly for DT2. Sitting at 9 point. No, no. That's the inflated DT. DTOD. If I remember correctly, it should be 6.5. No, just 6 actually. Or just 6 OD. Now, compared to last week's DP, which was 247 BPM, the BPM for this is now sitting at 263. Now, what's good about this DP is just simple. Not much SVs, just pure raw speed for like 2 minutes. Slightly shorter than DT1 as well. Oh right, there was another DT2 that we had planned for this, but the song was too easy for this stage. Like it didn't have enough difficulty, so we had to like find another one that could fit. And this was the closest that we can find. That's nothing else to say here. It is raw speed. So you either take this. It's like your crutch pick. All right. I believe that those are the forced mod categories. I don't know how to describe it, but the ones that are going to be next are on the free mod now. So let's go free mod one. So we're still gonna go on with the trend of free mod 1 being the stream pick here, with the exception of like some patterns for this map. We have Geki Show. This is an uploaded map already by Finn, and this is the top diff. Compared to last week, the OD was 7, but this is now 6.5. I think that's a fairly good adjustment because the patterns are longer and faster. It's 200 BPM compared to like last week, which was like 172 BPM. So we're still on the slightly chill section. Around there, for people who already know the song, I think you'll know the one section that you guys are gonna be going crazy about. The 1/3 section that's gonna come up, the 1/3 stream, if I may, which is gonna be troublesome for some people. Here we go. Slightly offhand as well, but it is free mod 1. It's just gonna be, it's not, how do you describe it? It's not comfortable as is, but it's a moddable free mod 1, as I labeled it. Alright, so we're now on the PI, the stupidly long stream. This stream is 200 plus notes alone. 300 even, actually. I think that's the only stream, and then you have the final one at the end. All right. Well, funny note, if you've noticed, that note was not on the bar line. All right, so that's free mod 1. Geki Show. Again, not by Finn. The adjustment from last week is now, last week is OD7 and this week is OD 6.5 because of some of the patterns being more complex compared to like last week. Well, with that, let's go to free mod 2, our uncomfortable free mod. We had a bit of trouble trying to find a suitable free mod 2 for this round. Like some of the maps that we had initially planned were good, but some of the patterns made it feel like it's like a pseudo free mod 3. So we went for a more how do you say this? The one that's the least the lesser evil. There you go. So this is how do you pronounce? Yeah, Floss. This is the ranked map by Hero K, Silent Room. This is one of the scarier maps to be pulled in anything at all. Because you're mixed here with 1/3 and then you're starting at offhand already. Oh, for that part, I forgot to mention about that part actually. The bar line with the note being faster than the bar line and then vice versa, something like that. Just ghost tap it actually. It's not that much of a difference for free mod, for what we have for free mod 3. Alright, this section, it looks like it's anti-HR, but if you would look to the BPM, it's at 178. So this is just gonna be like around 200, 210 BPM. Not much of a deal, not that big of a deal for the HR players. So yeah, that's pretty much it for free mod 2. Compared to like free mod 1, there's only like 1/4 and 1/3. Free mod 2 has all of that, but with the additional 1/6 and crazy offhand sections. On that, with that, let's go to the last uh pickable map in the in the pool, which is free mod 3, our anti mod. Probably one of my favorite songs. In the pool. So we have Worldwide Superstar, made by Babu and PNT Wars. Now this is the flip version. He has made a map, which is the original Worldwide Superstar by Curran. So BPM is at 190. The SB goes up to, like, I believe 1.3, 1.4 in some sections. And here, the overlap for hidden. No remorse at all. Down low, we're in the more chill section now. I think there's gonna be more overlaps near the end. What else to say? I don't know. Look at Curran. That's all you gotta do. Just look at her. Okay, let me drink again. My throat's getting raspy again. Alright. Now we have done deal with the anti-hidden section. And with the overlaps here, what remains of the map. And the very last section is gonna be anti-HR. Here we go. Merry Christmas. Alright, so that's everything for our pickable maps moment. Alright, let's go to the tiebreaker. Now we have one of the savior of tiebreakers himself once again, my angel Seiya, aka Megumin. Megu. This is Kasokuki Collective Kimagure Potential. This is a 4-way collab with the 3Ms and 1K. Wait, no, not the 3 N's and 1 H, I mean. So My Angel Seiya, Midori Jeon, and Mane and Heaven. Is the Filipino collective. Except there's only one Filipino. one in one half of a Filipino. So this map is going to test everything, you know, so far with consistency. Lots of bursts, lots of overlapping SVs. You need to be in control here if you want to beat your opponent. It's only the first minute, and it's already this dense for a tiebreaker. Alright, now we're transitioning to the stream section. Switching hands, switch hands again. You have to practice those streams. I actually don't remember the timestamps on which map, not map, which sections is mapped by who. I should say it's a group collective effort. Get it? Because Kasakuki collective. There's like a lot. I'll just shut up. Alright, anyway. Alright, now we're gonna transition to the... What was it? Yeah, the hard style. Yeah, raw style. Whatever the genre was called. Time for the anti-HD section. Alright. So that's just the first half, by the way. That's just the first half. We're now on the... We're switching TV channels. Okay, we're closing in on the anti-HR section now. Not much bursts here compared to the first half, because the last part is more oriented for like how do you say it? Like just the more streamier section. Offhands as well. Yeah, the last part's anti-HR section, I believe, is 1.2. No, not 1.2, like 1.3 actually. Of what the SV is for the last part, the anti-HR section. I believe there's one more streamy burst stream somewhere here. closing at the end. The double BPM section at the very end. All right, that's everything for the finals Mappool showcase. I don't know. I'm out of words because I'm the only one here. But that tiebreaker was something. Again, shoutouts to our mappers for the tiebreaker. My Angel Seiya, Midori Gion, Mane, and Heaven 111. Thank you guys for making this insane tiebreaker. All right, so yeah, that's it actually for the finals Mapple showcase. Some few announcements before we end the stream. Again, the I believe Surf has already posted the what was it? The scheduling for your matches for finals, the ones that are for the remaining players, and the statistics for the semifinal stage has now been posted. So you only have like a number of players left for this tournament. There's only four. Yeah, there's only four left. Wait, not four. No. Four is next week. There's a number of players left that are gonna try and fight for grand finals next week. So for the non-players out there, be sure to watch your favorite player and hope that they fall or they win, whichever you want for that to happen. But yeah, it's gonna be one scary week because one of the top players are now gonna fight, and one of the strongest players are now gonna fight in the winners bracket. We've now reached that point in the bracket for the finals week. Okay, one last thing. I believe I've already done stuff for the ARG warriors and stuff. So within the week, I hope you guys finish. That's all I'm gonna say. Because next week, you know what's gonna happen next week, right? So hope you guys are on your I don't know. I hope you guys would enjoy, but we have something cooked for next week. But for now, that's the Finals Mapple Showcase. I'm Kish. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you when the matches start. But see you next week. Bye. Good night, real.